How did he become a billionaire just by delivering ice? That's the question the boy was thinking about. Suddenly, a car horn startled him. A young man about his age drove up in a luxury car with a beautiful woman beside him. He kept honking, urging the boy to move aside. They laughed at him, showing no respect at all. Why, at the same age, could that man drive a luxury car and live in a mansion while he was struggling, working hard to deliver ice? The boy looked disappointed. Then a newspaper on the ground caught his attention. It was about how poor people became rich. The story of Andrew Carnegie. Like the boy, he had never gone to school and started working at a very young age. Yet he became a billionaire. The boy was inspired. He made up his mind to become a rich man like Carnegie. His name was Reed. His family squeezed into an old, broken house. They were eating dinner. The food in their bowls was always scarce. His mother was sick in bed. Reed complained that his father didn't buy medicine for his mother, but his father always said the same thing.
I can't afford it right now.
Angry, Reed held up the newspaper and told his father, "One day I'll be like him, a billionaire. I'll buy the whole hospital and let the best doctors cure Mom." His dream didn't get his father's support. His father mocked him, saying, "Poor people are destined to stay poor." Because he had been influenced by his own father, his mindset was already fixed. Looking at his younger siblings, Reed didn't argue back. He knew if he wanted to change things, he had to take action. After thinking carefully, he decided to leave home and work. One less person at home meant less spending, and he could save money to buy medicine for his mother. He went to his mother's bedside to say goodbye. She supported his decision and dream.
I love you too, son.
After one last look at his siblings, Reed left home with reluctance. At dawn, he arrived at the train station. He had no money, so he planned to sneak aboard. Another boy was trying to do the same. When station staff spotted them, Reed jumped onto the train just in time. This courage and determination would define his life. After a sleepless night, he fell asleep on the train. When he woke up, he had unknowingly arrived in Texas, a strange new land that would mark the beginning of his new life. Ahead of him was a group of people. He followed them to a market where a farmer was hiring 6 temporary workers. Many people crowded around, wanting the job. Reed tried his best to stand out. His behavior amused the farmer, who appreciated his enthusiasm and hired him. Though Reed was small and weak, he worked hard. After spending hours fixing a pole, a co-worker pushed it down easily. It wasn't stable, but instead of giving up, Reed worked overtime, reinforcing every pole while others were resting. His serious attitude impressed Gus, who offered him water. They were about the same age and shared the same dream. They would become lifelong friends. After work, while others played cards, Reed quietly planned his future with a notebook. He didn't want to spend his life doing labor jobs. He went to the farmer for advice about success. The farmer liked his ambition and told him his secret to success.
You don't want to be a sheep. You want to be the bellwether.
Reed suddenly understood. He made a proposal to the farmer. If they finished the work ahead of schedule, could they get extra pay from the savings? The farmer agreed. The next day, Reed got up at 3 a.m. to work. When the others arrived, they were surprised to see him. They thought he had quit. "Turns out I've been working all along." Reed then came up with a way to boost efficiency. He organized everyone to work in teams. They finished the job in just one day. The farmer admired his cleverness and efficiency. He gave Reed extra pay and said he'd gladly hire him again. With his intelligence and execution, Reed earned his first money. He immediately went to the post office and sent it home. There, he noticed a man wearing a shiny golden belt buckle. It caught his attention. He asked the man how he made his money. The man said, "Texas is full of gold." Reed thought for a moment and asked, "Do you mean oil?" The man smiled but said nothing. Yet from his expression, Reed knew he was right. After leaving the post office, he began to think about how to enter the oil business. Just then, a beautiful girl appeared, breaking his thoughts. Her charming smile caught his attention. They exchanged glances, and she greeted him first. Her name was Hannah. Reed was too nervous to speak.
Okay, good.
Hannah found it amusing and invited him to a dance. He arrived on time, wearing his best clothes. It was his first time at such an event, and everything felt new to him. Reed spoke honestly from the heart.
I think I want to marry you.
And Hannah, who already liked him, accepted him. Later, she recommended him to attend school and introduced him to her parents. They were satisfied with him and the two spent a lot of time together. But good times never last long. One day at a cafe, the radio announced Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor.
Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air.
The passionate young Reed felt a call to serve his country. He wanted to join the army, but Hannah strongly opposed it. He was too young, and war meant risking his life. He insisted that a man should have responsibility. They argued fiercely and said hurtful things.
I want your promise ring anyway!
Good for you, you hear me? Get married!
They almost broke up, but both soon regretted their words.
Hannah! Hannah!
Finally, Hannah supported his decision. At war, Reed showed bravery. When the commander assigned a dangerous mission and veterans refused, Reed volunteered without hesitation. He ran through heavy fire. A shell forced him into a trench, where he met Gus again. They didn't have time to talk as Reed rushed back into battle. This time, he wasn't so lucky. An explosion threw him into the air. Gus ran through gunfire to save him, joking, "Don't die on me. I'm not carrying a corpse back." Luckily, it was only a minor wound. Years later, fully recovered, Reed invested all his savings in oil drilling. But after several rounds of loud drilling, only mud came up, no oil. The workers lost confidence. Reed insisted on continuing, but they thought he didn't know what he was doing, and quit. Feeling defeated, Reed returned home. Hannah, now cooking dinner with their 3 children, told him he should spend more time with his family. Instead of chasing a hopeless dream, bills were piling up. Reed realized he had neglected his family. Feeling guilty, he played ball with his eldest son. When he didn't know how to throw properly, his son said,
Well, someone's gotta know. What you call him?
An expert.
Yeah, can you find me one?
That simple sentence inspired him. Yes, an expert would know. He hired professionals with proper equipment and knowledge. Soon, experts located the oil field. After marking the area and confirming the spot, they began drilling again. When Reed came home covered in oil, Hannah could see the excitement in his eyes. They had finally struck oil. Everyone hugged with joy, not caring about the stains. His perseverance had paid off. The field contained around 50 million barrels. At $2 per barrel, Reed was now worth over $100 million. But success brought jealousy. The farmer who sold him the land returned, demanding a share of the profit and threatening to sue.
You better start to figure out my cut of this operation.
Reed knew he needed professionals again, so he hired a skilled lawyer. Just one sentence from the lawyer was enough to make the farmer give up. Before the case even began, the other side had already lost.
I'm a divorce lawyer.
That lawyer, Hamilton, became Reed's full-time attorney. With wisdom and patience, Reed went on to buy vast lands and became a billionaire. Luck may be part of success, but focus and persistence were his true strengths. That was the key to his success. Through our own efforts, we can also choose the life we want.